Clash immediately kicked off with Cody Rhodes taking on Gunther for the WWE Championship in Clash in Italy. And immediately we see Cody and Gunther start off with a test of strength, them pushing back and forth at each other. Then eventually Gunther countered a Super Cody Cutter into a sleeper hold, which Cody reversed into a roll-up for a 1-2. Ooh! Then Gunther put it back in, took Cody to the ground. Cody eventually fought out of it, and then got hit with a nasty clothesline by Gunther. But Cody put his own sleeper hold in. Gunther slipped out of it, threw Cody into the ropes. Cody jumped and hit a Cody Cutter then he hit his own clothesline into a crossroads for the 1-2-3, and still the WWE champion, but with some controversy, because if you look right here, right there, Gunther's foot is under the bottom rope, and if you already know the rules, that technically the full body of a participant has to be in the ring, and Gunther's foot was out of the ring because technically what's in with the ring is the ropes from down. So if your foot or any body part is underneath the rope, then it's technically a rope break. So Gunther may or may have not got screwed. Which this believes me to think that they're going to set up a rematch maybe at Night of Champions, or maybe even SummerSlam. Even though I think they're still going to do Randy versus Cody at SummerSlam. But definitely some controversial stuff right here. I'm expecting Gunther on next episode of Friday Night SmackDown to lose his mind, say blah 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 blah. Right? Yeah, he's yapping, demand a rematch. Which, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I would want a rematch too after a faulty finish like that. And I honestly can't believe that this man did not see Gunther's foot here. Now, to be fair, the referee was right here and kind of was blocking the image, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I think there's some stuff here. But of course, Gunther was very mad when this happened. But yeah, I don't think it's. I think it's pretty bad, actually. Yeah, I think it was not a good finish, and I don't think it was a botch. I think it was just like how WWE booked it, and it was not a good booking decision. They should have just had Gunther either lose clean, which he should have, because let's be honest, Cody Rhodes is the greatest professional wrestler to ever release a pair of boots up, and he sells tickets. He sells so many tickets. He sells so many merch. There's nothing that could. Cody Rhodes could literally kill Gunther in the middle of the ring, and there's nothing I would do to hate him. Nothing. Like Gunther is like a little teeny ant compared to the greatness and the goatness of Cody Rhodes. And if you hate on Cody Rhodes, you're a terrible person. Moving on to Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley, where we saw Jade Cargill hit a DDT on Rhea Ripley and then a Blue Thunder Bomb, which is interesting. Glad to see Jade Cargill improving in the ring and adding new moves. Then we see Jade Cargill get on the top rope and then get launched and sent in the middle of the ring where there was a scary movie logo. Then all of a sudden we see Jade Cargill's group, B-Fab and Michin, come down to the ring. Rhea Ripley gets hit with a pump kick. Then, as she went for a jaded, Rhea Ripley reversed it into a Io Sky stomp to the stomach. Riptide, but B-Fab it didn't. Yeah, B-Fab's foot did not. She did not put Jade Cargill's foot on the top rope. She literally picked it up, lost the grip of it, and couldn't get it on. So it was basically another botch, and where Jade Cargill literally had to put her leg on the rope. So yeah, it was a botch. Yeah, it was a botch. Now I'm not gonna lie, Rhea. This is the only time you didn't do the zesty pin. You didn't. This is the only time in your career where you hit the Riptide and didn't do the zesty pin. You see, this wouldn't have been a problem if you just hit the zesty pin. Why? You have both legs when you have the zesty pin. Now you just have one leg when you do a normal pin. Like, messed up. But of course, Rhea Ripley got mad at these two. And, but Charlotte Flair was there to tab Rhea's back and, take them out and throw them into the LED ring post. But of course, Rhea Ripley got hit with a Jade as soon as she came back in the ring for a 1, 2, until Charlotte Flair had to show B-Fab and Michin how to actually put a foot on the top rope, or on the rope, and it was a rope break. Then Jade Cargill gets hit with a headbutt, Riptide, 1, 2, 3. Still the women's champion, Rhea Ripley, and I still don't trust Charlotte Flair. I think it's going to be Charlotte Flair turning back into maybe a heel again and winning the women's championship. I can smell it. I can feel it. And, it gets Charlotte Flair closer to her dad's record of being a 16-time world champion. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, blah, blah, I'm a 16-time world champion. According to Ric Flair, he's like a 20-time world champion. But let's be honest, who cares? Who cares? Am I right? Who cares? Just go with the flow, man. Go with the flow. But congratulations to Rhea Ripley. Also, why is Rhea Ripley somehow getting Jade Cargill to put on some great matches? Like, there must be something wrong. Anyway, we saw... Anyway, it was time for Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. And let me just tell you this something. Italians. I don't know what you got going on over there, but keep on doing what you're doing. Because, I swear, first, it started with Brock Lesnar's entrance. You were singing his theme song. You were singing Brock Lesnar's theme song. That's impossible. There's no lyrics when you were doing that. You were doing dun 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 dun. That was awesome. 2, when Oba came out, you guys were absolutely awesome. You were like, Oba! Oh, it was entirely loud. Also, I don't know who decided to put in those staircases in this arena in Italy, but they're geniuses. And why can't we hire them to make those stairs to put in U.S. arenas here in the U.S.? Why can't that happen? Because getting upstairs will be way easier. Way easier if they put those Italian stairs in that arena in American stairs. Oh my God, it'd be so much better. But immediately Brock Lesnar goes Oba Femi in the corner, F5, 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 and then Oba Femi kicks out. Then he gets put in a Kimura. Then Oba Femi picks Brock Lesnar up, slams him to the ground, and then Oba Femi gets put back into the Kimura by Brock Lesnar, and then slams him in the turnbuckle multiple times. And then all of a sudden, Oba Femi gets hit with a F5 again. But then Oba Femi hits a choke slam with Brock Lesnar, and then hits a nasty clothesline with both men going over the top rope. Then Brock Lesnar sends Oba Femi into the LED ring post, puts the Kimura back in, the Oba slams him into the LED ring post, and then we see another F5 through the announce table, where Obafemi just got up Undertaker style before the count of 10 and stared at the soul of Brock Lesnar and Brock Lesnar's face. Look at Brock Lesnar's face, man. Look at his face! Remember when he said that to Cody Rhodes? Look at that face! But yeah, look, man, Brock Lesnar was like shimmery timbers. He was cuckoo for cocos. But immediately gets hit with European uppercut, and European uppercut. And then shot put to the other side of Turin. And then when he went for the fall from grace, Brock Lesnar hopped out, got Obafemi on his shoulders for an F5 for the 1, 2, 3, and Brock Lesnar survives. And man, look at his face, man. He's like, how did I survive this? How did I survive this? But we did see Santino Marella, the Director of Authority in TNA. Glad to see he's here today. Then it was time for Solo Ruka. And I won't lie, it's good to see. And now look at Brock Lesnar's face, man. Look at Brock Lesnar's face. Brock Lesnar was shaking in his boots that he somehow beat Obafemi, which is only tells me that we're gonna get part 3. It was time for Sol Ruka versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, where we see Sol Ruka hit a big missile drop kick, then a knee to the face, another missile drop kick. Then she went for a soul snatcher, but got caught into an armbar by Becky Lynch. And then we see Sol Ruka reverse this into an STF. And then we see the soul snatcher for the 1, 2, 3. And Sol Ruka is your Women's Intercontinental Champion. And I am glad that we finally have a new champion, because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I've low-key missed Becky Lynch in the main event scene. Can we please get Becky Lynch in the main event scene, please, and thank you. And I get it. Becky Lynch did great things for the championship. She did great things for the IC championship, and nothing will ever take that away from her. But I want to see new stuff, man. I want to see new stuff. I want to see her in a feud with Liv Morgan. I want to see her in a feud with stuff. I want to see her in new feuds that are not in the Intercontinental Championship picture. I want her in different things. Because honestly, I feel like it's about time for her to get out of this, to get out of the ecosystem of the Women's Intercontinental Championship. So, I think she should get out and do better and bigger things, and go back in the main event scene where she belongs. Also, I am convinced that WWE hates Becky Lynch, because why is she always getting refereed by Jessica Carr? This is a conflict of interest, WWE. Crooked Carr. Why are you having her referee her or Becky Lynch's matches? It's a conflict of interest, because we already know that someone hates someone. So, yeah, in my eyes, this is a big conflict of interest, and WWE needs to take this very, very seriously. Very seriously. And if WWE doesn't, then we're going to have some big, big problems. We're going to have some big problems. But it was time for Jake Fatu versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. And immediately, this Trouble Combat match got taken to the crowd, where we literally see them hitting a... what's it called? I forget. Anyway, Roman started hitting Roman on the convenience section. Convenience... I don't really know what to call it anymore. The convention... I don't know. I can't think of it. But he started throwing mustard in the crowd, I think. And then immediately picks up, then gets back in the ring. He picks up some big steel steps and sends it straight at the face of Jake Fatu. Then he went for a spear, got hit with a super kick, Tongan death grip. Then Roman gets sent to the outside, and it's a big Superman punch on a diving Jake Fatu. Then Roman Reigns hit a big spear on the barricades, and referees, or in the security guards, I feel so bad for you guys, because you guys took a big bump with it. And then he got back in the ring, hit a big spear for the 1-2. Ooh! And then a Superman punch, and after Superman punch after Superman punch after Superman punch, then Roman takes Jake Fatu's head, slammed it into the exposed turnbuckle, and then went for another spear, but got hit with a spear from Jake Fatu for a 1-2. Ooh! Then Roman sends Jake Fatu straight into the table. Then another spear for the 1-2-3, and Roman Reigns retains and is still the World Heavyweight Champion and is still the Tribal Chief. And after the match, we see the Usos come out, help Roman out of the ring, and then as the OG Bloodline starts walking to the back, we see Solo and his couple of lackeys looking at, staring at them, just looking and staring at them, and it's basic. I think they're doing something with them. And Jake Fatu looked at Solo and his lackeys and just walked up the ramp with Roman and Jay and Jimmy. So it looks pretty clear that Jake Fatu is going to fall in line tomorrow in Turin, Clash in Raw, and gonna save Roman Reigns and the Usos, probably from Solo and his lackeys. I think we're gonna get another Bloodline Civil War, though. I think that's where this is heading towards. And I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't hate another Bloodline Civil War match, because I liked the Bloodline Civil War match they had back in what was it? Money in the Bank 2023, I think it was. So I wouldn't hate that at all, like at all. So I hope we can get that. And yeah. Also, Roman, I have a new strategy, or anyone who wants to take my advice, I have a new strategy of how to get out of the Tongan death grip, and that's super simple. Take your hand, it doesn't matter what hand, and grab Jake Fatu's balls, and then squeeze them, and then twist them. He'll immediately let go and reach for his, cojones. Then it's an easy time where you could just kick him and punch him in his face, hit a spear, hit your finisher, whatever. And I think that's a great way to get out of the Tongan death grip. Great way. I mean, I couldn't think of a better way to get out of it, honestly. Couldn't think of a better way. And yes, it might be dirty. But if you're not cheating, you ain't trying. Am I right? Am I right? Come on. Everyone knows that. But no, seriously. Am I right? But yeah. That's a good way to get out of it. Anyway, have a beautiful rest of the day. See you tomorrow, and leave in the comments below what you thought of the show. Bye. Bye.